Hey guys, what is up? It is MacDevil here, and welcome back to another episode of LA Noire. Last case was the case where we convicted the playground nonce, Eli Rooney, that was it. Yeah. Anyway, on with the video, shall we? The Silk Stocking Murder. I don't remember this one. I remember the name of it, but I don't remember what happens. Guess we'll find out.
Phelps. I was just discussing with Bar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Fuck's sake, not another naked
woman,
body.
sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now,
I mean, I convicted Rooney, so... Rooney didn't really have a lack of an alibi, because he's homeless. He's always at the school. I guess that is lack of an alibi. There's nobody to corroborate his story, so... Crime scene! Dead on 1 o'clock. We did well. That was good time,
Detectives,
Bar.
they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
To start the show. I don't know if that's how I'd describe it. Get ready for some blurring. Not just yet, though.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent.
Yep.
We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Let's get this over and done with. She's got a note in her hand, which you guys can't see, obviously.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Kiss the
Kiss
blood.
the blood.
ED.
Another wedding or engagement ring.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Those marks on her upper arm, though, they look horrible. Oh my days.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Oh, the blood just spurted. I'm gonna hopefully unblur that, but oh my god, the blood just fucking spurted when I turned ahead. I'll be
The
that.
evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road. Bruising from a small man's shoe. Further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
I mean, that's good. Then she hopefully wouldn't have been in much pain.
May as well follow the trail.
There was nothing else around. I did find a wrench, but it was uncircumstantial, so. A hat.
Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
So it was definitely her hat. I knew there had to be something in a bin.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Miss Vivian's shoe. I mean, it's definitely marked for us. Look at that bloodstain on the wall. This guy knows what he's doing, and this guy is sick. Wait, what?
On it goes.
Yes, yes, it does. And a key to a locker?
House keys strung up
Or a
like
house
bait
key?
on a hook.
At least we know she lives at number 5. Number 5
I think
is
he's trying to
somewhere.
lead us somewhere.
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Nope, it's a note.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. 253. I will try and remember that, although it will go in my evidence, so. Mrs. A. Maldonado. Okay, so we know her last name now. Antonia Maldonado. Ooh, no letter.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
This. Mako.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
The ring that he pried from his finger.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
I'm gonna guess he did this with his other victims, if this is the same guy, but didn't leave a trail, expecting the police to just do a thorough job.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Is it blood though? Looking at that, it could just be paint. There's the other half of the library card.
Son of a
Antonia
bitch
Maldonado.
wants her identified.
This is weird.
Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Antonia Maldonado's house, 18 minutes after finding the body. No pets allowed. Please see housekeeper. No need to sprint, Phelps. Jesus.
Wait just a moment.
Nice southern lady there.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
I ain't wiping shit.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
Such a convincing reaction.
It. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
I mean, it wasn't exactly her choice.
Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
A person seems so full of life,
Excuse us.
and then they're gone. Yeah, well, she didn't exactly choose to die, did she? Well, her room was a shit.
Look at that.
Jesus.
Someone's turned the place over.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Where are you going, Phelps?
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Oh.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
What was she packing? Good about Antonia for the. I'm writing to
Okay,
inform you
we
that
have an address.
Super Court. Told your husband, Ariel Christopher Maldonado, residing there. Is she was getting divorced. That's a motive, I guess.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
He took it as a souvenir. But yeah, if my girlfriend ever wanted to break up or get a divorce or whatever, I wouldn't murder her.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Hockey-docky.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
Ma'am.
I mean, that was said with full chest. I'm gonna have to give that
What
one.
can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
She stuttered and stammered. I'm gonna have to bad cough that, I think.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Hag.
I beg your pardon.
Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
I don't like this woman. She seemed so willing to cooperate at the beginning, but now, no.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Well, tough shit. You need to pay more attention or not be a lying cow.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Another lie.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
It seemed pretty significant, so I think you'd notice
In her
it.
wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, Clem. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
My
We can
detective
either
skills.
front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado Bar.
El Dorado. This is... I don't know how well I'm going to do here.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
That'll be the letter from the envelope.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting table?
Or not. Never mind. Whereas
Divorce
Maldonados
papers.
did on the 8th.
Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
I think you do know.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Yeah, I thought you knew, you prick.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
That sounded truthful. I'll give him that
She
one.
attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best.
I was
One
just
last
about
question.
to say that.
What
Phelps.
size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Over to Just Picked I go. See what new fresh leads this delivers. Get it? Fresh fruit.
Ha ha!
I'm funny.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
And this is where Angel lives. I don't know where though. Hopefully there's a concierge or someone I can talk to. Or a mailbox.
Phelps, this could turn out...
Okay, there's
Forget about
no
it.
mailbox or anything. I
Let's
just
take
have to
our
walk
boy
to the
by
top floor.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
He's got a friend!
I got a...
God damn it! Damn it, Phelps! That'll do that.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
Gladly.
LAPD, you two are under arrest.
Ah.
This will take some explaining.
Angel.
Sorry
It's
about
the
that.
Green Goblin!
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Hello.
LAPD,
Oh,
ma'am.
hello.
Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
You
Kept
say you
thinking
had
you
the
were gonna
door
call
open
that
a
one
crack?
nosy old hag too, Phelps.
Yeah, you were being
Well,
a
that's
nosy
usually
bitch.
straight.
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh shit, a new Dahlia letter. Let's go!
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
I have not.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Right, okay. I've changed my mind. You
That's
would
the
not
message
give a
from the
square
Celine Henry
deal.
case.
Fuck you, BD. Tex. Head upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds, then be thou damned, behold, both infinite as is the universe, and thou, and thy self-torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power, though now sittest let the hour. Oh, thou now sittest, let the hour come, when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally. And after many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless time and space.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
No.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
Bad cop.
So if you didn't kill your wife, who did? You better come up with something, Angel. This doesn't look good.
Fuck you. I loved my wife.
You're good, kid. You murder your wife and you just sit there as cool as a cucumber.
Shit, what was it? Oh, wait, was it the alibi I was supposed to give for that one?
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
You know you
I don't
were.
believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Where's the divorce papers?
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Ooh.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
She always wore it, so yeah.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
That's a hell of a lot of blood to cut yourself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the Eldorado Bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
That's why I couldn't go there.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
To be fair, I don't think he did it. All he has is one bloodstained shirt.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
'Cause she dead, fool.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
You know. You
Exactly
know.
how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Okay.
Okay. The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Your eyes are shifty. Your eyes are telling me something.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
I don't know how much I like you. In fact, I do. I don't like you.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
For once, I actually think you're telling the truth.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Attaboy, Rusty. Ah. Doors. Lemon.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Oh, we have a knife. Or a scalpel.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing.
New objective, apprehend Clem Feeney.
They can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Tire iron means fuck all.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
What was it, 253? Ah. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Oh, yeah, I can see why she wouldn't like that message. Oh my god, that's a...
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Why? Oh, the chases!
You should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he
Oh
was
my god! How's he still going after that?
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Gotcha now, bitch! Oh, I thought you were going to pistol whip him then.
Outstanding job in this case, gentlemen.
Attaboy, Rusty.
The
Sample
poor
in
woman can now rest in peace.
Produce.
I'll pay the fee in a personal visit myself and remind them that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Thank you, Cap. I dare say we bossed that case. Absolutely bossed that case. With the exception of that one question that little... I can't even... No, it was Maldonado I got wrong. With that one question, we'd have... Oh, it would have been so good. But I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video around, do what you need to do. And until next time, guys, peace.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.